Hello, everyone, and welcome to this new moon manifestation session. And I really want to congratulate you because you made it here. And making this time for yourself is really important because this signifies how much do you value your own desires, your own manifestations, and setting aside time to, give to your own priorities, setting your own priorities straight is really important. So let's dive into the session and see what's in store for me. Faith. And let me know if you're able to hear the music. So in this session today, we will be learning about what all do you start feeling when the new moon time sets in. Next, we would be taking some time and releasing our old story with the burning bowl process, with which many of you are already known to. And then we would be diving in and writing our new story. Now, this new story would be covering all our five aspects, which is health, career, relationship, money, and your own self. Then we would be writing the gratitude list. And once we are in that right energy, the highest vibration energy, that's when we would be setting the time to visualize our dreams and desires, which we have already written under our new story. While you would be in that high energy zone, I would be giving you the Ira Pingla Nari symbol healing when to keep you in your highest version. And I would also be giving you the aura protection symbol healing so that you could save this energy, the highest energy in which you are visualizing your dreams. And this will help you to, keep you in that energy zone for the rest of the next 15 or 30 days for whichever time you are writing your new story. Okay. So now learning about this new moon, what is happening at this time? So once again, this is the time when the sun, earth, and the moon are in complete alignment, and because of which the gravitational force is so much, and that is what we see in the oceans and the rivers, in the oceans and the seas across, where we witness the high tides or the low tides at this point of time. And similarly, our body, which is 70% water, this gravitational force is, impacting our energy system as well. But the other aspect associated here with the moon energy is that moon has uh, phases. And now uh, this time when we have the new moon, it would start ascending into its full form. So, this progression from new moon to full moon depicts the progress. And that is why, at this point of time, we write down our new story, we write down our manifestations, so that with the moon energy, our desires also come in align with that energy, and we start experiencing those desires and goals into our reality. So, at this point of time, one of the significant thing is the way you feel during before this new moon time is how you would be feeling on the new moon day. So if you're feeling low in energy, if you're feeling irritated, frustrated, that's how your energy would be amplified on the new moon day. But if you are feeling highly energetic, positive, focused, that's how your energy would be at its peak on the new moon day. So most of the time it is that you need to be more focused on your goals at this point of time. You may start having some vivid dreams related with your goals and desires, because we always have our dreams and desires in our subconscious mind. And at this point of time, they come into our reality, or they come into our awareness through these vivid dreams. So this is the time when we really need to get out of a comfort zone and start taking some action, start putting our thoughts on paper, start putting those intentions that we have written down and bring it into some action form. It could be as small as like if you are hesitant to speak to people in a social gathering. So this could be as simple as while you go for your morning walks, just say good morning to the people whom you encounter during your morning walks. So it is like the things that keeps you away from being your highest version, start taking action towards those little things so that you keep progressing towards your goals and desires. And even 1% progress really matters here. Next is that this is the time when you would start experiencing certain things, certain experiences, certain situations that would come into your experience where you are required to lose your conditioned self, which means that all the beliefs, patterns, the way with which we are living in our life, those patterns and beliefs would be challenged by certain people, by certain situations, and you would be made to sit down and reflect of whether you are actually going in the right direction or not. Anytime that you find yourself in such contradictory situation is the time that is, shouting to your awareness that you need to break this pattern, resolve it, heal it, and as as the next step up into being your authentic self. The next point is that it is really really important that we start scripting of how we want our new reality, how we want our new life to be. The more clarity that you put into your script, the better your reality would be, because that is how you are aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions into your highest version. The next is that even though we write it, but then time and again we keep doubting about our goals and desires of when would it be happening, whether it would be happening. We are always in doubts. We are always in that scarcity mindset of whether it will be happening or not, whether I'll have the right possibility or the right people, the right situation. We are always questioning whatever we are doing. Instead of focusing on what exactly we are doing and why we are doing, we keep focusing on how is it happening, when is it happening, when do I get to see the results. So that pushes us away from our goal and desire, and as a result it takes longer to reach or see our dreams into reality. So the first thing here that we need to keep in mind is that we need to have utmost trust in that higher power and know that everything is happening in the divine timing, in the divine alignment. Every delay is there for a specific reason. And then we just need to take surrender once we have taken the action towards our goals and desires. The next is trust that whatever you are doing will be manifested, and that you are growing, you are progressing into your highest version. So now I'll give you some time and just write down your last 15 days story. You can even take past experiences here, but I would still ask you to focus on your last 15 days, how they had been, what did not go well according to you, what was not as per your highest vibes, which was not being in alignment of um, your beliefs, your highest energy system. So write down everything that is not serving you, things that you tried and did not work out, the fears that you had or you encountered, the people you that came into your energy who did not serve you, everything that was not in alignment, that did not make you feel good or in your pure resourceful state, write everything down. And we would be releasing this um, through our burning gold rituals. So tear this sheet of paper and write these things down. I'll give you some time here. Now that you've written all your past story, the last 15 days, which did not serve you, I want you to go ahead and in your highest feelings, write down the story for your next 15 or 30 days because these next 15 and 30 days, this is also the last 15 and 30 days of this year. So have the right intentions, write them down in the right vibrations, right feelings. And what is it that you want to accomplish in each of these five aspects? So when we talk about health, it covers your spiritual health, your mental health, your emotional health, your physical health. How is it that you want to feel physically? What is it that you want to accomplish physically and in your emotional state? How do you want your mental state to be? And if possible, just write one action task that you would be taking. For example, if it is your emotional health, maybe if you know any healing modality, you would be doing your self healing practice. If it is your mental health, you would be taking out 5 minutes every day for your meditation to keep your mental health balanced. And if it is your physical health, then definitely you would be taking out time to go out for walks or indulge in some kind of yoga, Zumba, whatever aligns with you. Similarly, for your relationships, and this relationship again, it is just not, with your family or your siblings. It is about everybody whom you come in contact with. So this relationship is first and foremost with your own self. How you want your relationship to be with you, your own self. How you want this relationship to be within your family members, with your co-workers, with your seniors, with your elders, with your strangers, with people whom you interact. If you are trying and thinking of, starting off a new business that you would be writing in the career, but people, how, what kind of people or relationship you want to have with those people. So be as specific as possible and focus on your vision. Feel the intensity of your emotions, how you feel once, and write it in the present tense as if it's already been accomplished. Don't go into future that I will be doing, not in that tense. Just write in the present tense. And then write your new story about your career, your money. Once you've written your new story for your next 15 or 30 days, also remember that this would be setting the ground for your next year, how you want your next year would depend on how your December would go. Because, just like how your morning will be depends on what time you sleep, how is your night routine, what night routine do you follow. Similarly, how your next year would be depends on how your 15 days or 30 days before that new year starts have been, and what story you are living. It all impacts how your new year would be. So, next is our gratitude list. I want you to take out the time and start writing gratitude for all that you have and to whomever you want to give your gratitude. And it would also include the people with whom you have experienced challenges in these past 15 days. Because of those challenges, yes, even though you did not manage to fulfill your dreams for those 15 days because of these people, but still they gave you an insight as to where you need to heal or what aspect of your life is not working, where you need to improve. What is it that is not working? Because in your mind, you had the idea that this is how things would be. But if they are not happening the way you had imagined, definitely there is something that needs to be changed. So just give your gratitude to everything you have in your reality right now. And be really thankful and grateful while you're writing this list. Just don't write for the sake of it. Write it as you are actually being thankful to the universe for experiencing this in your current life. Write as many as you can think of. And now I'll be guiding you through the visualization. And as you would be visualizing reaching your highest version or achieving, seeing yourself achieving those goals and desires that you've written down, I would be giving you the Ilya Pingalandari healing. And at the end, sealing your aura with the aura protection symbol healing. Close your eyes and start focusing on your breath. Place your hands, your palms on your lower abdomen and your heart chakra. One by one, start visualizing yourself, how you want your next 15 days to be. What do you want to see yourself doing in the next 15, 30 days? What do you want to see yourself achieving in this next 15 and 30 days? How are you feeling achieving your goals, being in that reality? These in all the aspects of your life. Indulge your senses, feel it as much as you can. people, situation, and universe for all that is happening, for all that you're experiencing, for all that you're able to accomplish. Just feeling that energy. Once again, thank you all for being here. Just try and see that if you can keep yourself indulged in reading the script for next 15 days or improvising it and visualizing it. All the best.